Hi there. I want to take a minute today to actually just talk about what mental health is. I spend a lot of time trying to help people achieve optimal mental health, including myself, frankly. And sometimes I feel like we generally don't know even what we are trying to do or what place we're trying to get to. So I thought I'd take a minute today and kind of give you my definition of it. And again, like yesterday, there's a lot of noise outside my office here, so please forgive me. Unfortunately, there's some big, beautiful trees being cut down today. It makes me sad. Anyway, so I think one of the things that people get confused about is that being mentally healthy equals being happy all the time. And really nothing could be further from the truth, simply because it's impossible to be happy all the time. Human beings are not designed to be happy all the time. Bummer, but that's just the way it is. So for me, true mental health is the ability to experience happiness, but also the feeling that we have a sense of purpose in life, and the feeling that we have an ability to fulfill that purpose, whatever it may be. So the other important thing I think that people don't kind of ever talk about is that mental health, like physical health, can come and go throughout our lives, throughout a year, even throughout a day. We can get a little cold and not feel as physically healthy as we would if we didn't have the cold. Or we could get cancer and feel really, truly compromised physically in any number of ways. It's the same way with mental health. There are all sorts of degrees of mental health conditions, ranging from, a smidgen of anxiety to full-blown schizophrenia. And I just think it's so important for people to understand that they can scale their mental health experiences, because it makes it a lot less scary, I think, if we can just acknowledge that, yes, I feel depressed today, and I know I struggle with depression, and I'm doing a lot of things to help myself manage it, whatever it may be, talk therapy, drug intervention, eating properly, good sleep hygiene, moving your body most days. All of those things are so important for everybody, I think. But you can acknowledge that you may be doing all of those things or some of those things and still not feel good on a given day. And that's perfectly okay, because by laying the foundation of those good habits and support systems, it's likely that you'll feel good later. And then you start to understand that this sort of waxing and waning of feeling good, and to not fall into the trap of thinking, when I feel bad, I'm going to feel bad forever. Of course, for those suffering from more severe mental health conditions, that is not necessarily the case. But even those who are unable to function on their own or live independently, their sense of wellness or lack of wellness waxes and wanes. So it's sort of like that age-old saying, "This too shall pass." Mental health is not a constant state of being. And what we really need to do is try to create a lifestyle that supports it more than it doesn't support it. So that is, part of that is doing all the things I just mentioned. And the other part of that is accepting that we all have bad days. This business of having a sense of purpose, to me, I think is about 1,000,000 times more important than just feeling happy, because it's when we have a sense of purpose that our minds are engaged, our hearts are engaged, and it gives those factors give us the opportunity to experience real joy in our lives. Again, not every day, maybe not even every week, but it sets the stage for us to feel not just happiness, but true joy. And so at the end of the day, I would say fairly simply, I would conclude that true mental health is something that is not constant, but something that is best achieved if we can maintain a sense of purpose in our lives, and prepare ourselves to accept feelings of joy and really welcome them when they come upon us. So that's my definition. You may beg to differ. If so, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to respond to me on the PsycheFinder website. I love engaging in dialogue. So let me know your thoughts, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye.